I'm Anil Kumar, and in this series of videos, we are trying to understand the applications of factoring. In this particular example, we'll find the x-intercepts. Now, x-intercepts are the points where y is 0, right? So we have four different equations here. So these are the equations of functions written as y equals to as a function of x. We need to find x-intercepts. So the question is, find the x-intercept for the graph of the following functions. So we have four different functions here. Y equals to x squared plus 5x plus 4 is the first one for you. Now when we say x-intercept, that means y should be 0. So basically we're trying to solve an equation where one side is 0. So the technique should be factor the other side and then equate each factor to 0. So that is how factoring is applied to find x-intercepts, and that's the whole idea for this video, right? I'd like you to copy these questions, solve them, and then check with my answer, right? So you know the factoring techniques. The only thing which we want to see here is how factoring techniques are applied and in how many ways we use them, right? Okay, so x-intercepts is a huge application where factoring could be very helpful. So let's start. When we say x-intercept, so when we say x-intercept, it means what? X-intercept means y is equal to 0. The graph crosses x-axis. Wherever the graph crosses x-axis, y is 0. Therefore, the equation becomes 0 equals to x squared plus 5x plus 4, correct? Now, when the equation is 0, we want value of x which will make the right side 0. So one technique is we could factor the right side, right? And equate each factor to 0. That should help. Now in this case, to factor, what do we need? We need product of two numbers as 4 and we need sum as 5, right? So what the two numbers could be? Let's figure out. So product is 4. So the two numbers could be 4 and 1, right? When you add them up, 4 plus 1 is 5, right? So that should help us to factor. So we get 0 equals to x plus 4 times x plus 1, correct? Now the right side is 0 for x equals to minus 4 or x equals to minus 1. So we get two solutions, that is x equals to minus 4 and minus 1. So these are the x-intercepts. Basically, the coordinate points here will be x value will be minus 4, y is going to be 0, right? X value will be minus 1, y. So these are the coordinate points, but these are the x-intercepts where x is minus 4 and minus 1. The graph of the function will cross x-axis, right? So if you kind of sketch it, you may get a graph which will be opening upwards like this, right? And it is going to cross at 2 points which will be minus 4 and minus 1, right? So the y-axis is probably somewhere there, correct? So these 2 points are minus 4 and minus 1 for you. So that's what we mean, okay? I hope you understand the concept. Now, I'll do the next one for you. These two are for you to practice, correct? Let's factor this one. So x-intercept means, so x-intercept means what? X-intercept means y equals to 0. So we'll equate 0 equals to 2x squared minus 8x. We can factor the right side. 2x is common. So we get x minus 4. Now the right side is 0 for x equals to 0. First factor is 2x, right? Which is 0 for x equals to 0. And the second factor is 0 for x equals to 4. So there are two solutions. Do you see that? So the x-intercepts are the points. When the points are, let me write down the answer, where x is 0, y is also 0, so it's going through the origin, and the other point is 4, 0. So these are the two x-intercepts for our function. Okay, I'd like you to do part C and D, and then move on to the next set of questions. Thank you and all the best.